Yeah, I know, you're a Crash Bandicoot fan. You know everything there is to Crash. So you're looking at this title and thumbnail and you're saying, who is Dr. Boom? Well, let's talk about it. What's up guys, Canadian Guy A here. So if you follow me on social media, you know that I have become hesitant when it comes to talking about data mines. I know I used to talk about them non-stop during the Grand Prix days of Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. And while data mines are fantastic, especially when it comes to getting an idea as to what could be coming, they can be misleading. Sometimes there's leftover code to old and scrapped ideas. Sometimes these ideas are super exciting, but they never come to fruition. Additionally, some people don't like the idea of games having their surprises completely spoiled. All of this criticism is valid, so I made a rule for myself when it comes to Crash Team Rumble specifically, that I would only talk or grab evidence from data mines as long as there was also public evidence beyond said data mine. However, today, I'm breaking that rule, because there was a character discovered in the files that is so left field that people are going to be beyond confused if and when this character comes to Crash Team Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to a potential new character to the Crash Bandicoot Universe. He is Dr. Boom. Who? Just hang on for a second. By the end of this video, you will understand a bit more about this hazardous goblin and why he is potentially joining the Crash Bandicoot universe. First off, Dr. Boom is not from the Crash Bandicoot world. In fact, he is from the World of Warcraft. See what I did there? Dr. Boom's name is of course a reference to Marvel's supervillain, Dr. Doom. Boom was introduced in 2007 with World of Warcraft's very first expansion, the Burning Crusade. His involvement was very, very small, as he was a part of a side quest where his bomblings would run at you. You had to dodge him and defeat him by throwing bombs right back at him. That was really it. However, years later, a popular card game based off of the Warcraft universe was released, and it was called Hearthstone: Heroes of Warcraft. This strategy card game took the world by storm and is still played and is still popular today. Ironically enough, in Hearthstone's very first expansion, Goblins and Gnomes, they introduced a brand new legendary card, and it was Dr. Boom. Now, Dr. Boom was originally more of a side gag character in World of Warcraft, but in Hearthstone, he was no laughing matter. Dr. Boom was such a powerful card, he literally had to be included in every single deck. He quite literally changed the entire game. He was so notorious that he became a meme in the Hearthstone community. Blizzard caught on to this and brought him back a couple of years later as a star of his own expansion called the Boomsday Project, where he would get a hero card called Dr. Boom Mad Genius. Now remember, this is a Crash Bandicoot video, so please hang tight as I get to the Crash Bandicoot part. So, when Crash Team Rumble Season 2 was dropped, a data mine was done to take a little look-see at the files. And lo and behold, the aforementioned left field, Dr. Boom, was found. Now, Dr. Boom has never had his own specific 3D model, as Hearthstone used 2D art and his inclusion in World of Warcraft was very minimal and was only a standard goblin model in armor. So this is a brand new model designed specifically for Crash Team Rumble. Additionally, it is based on his hero card in the Boomsday expansion, as it includes not only the mech, but also his brand new armor. So this leads me to the biggest one-word question that everyone is asking. Why? Why is Dr. Boom in a Crash Bandicoot game? Why is he even remotely close to the series? Why is this even happening? Well, calm down, Crash fan. We don't want you to strain yourself out too much. Let me explain. First and foremost, Activision and Blizzard are owned by the exact same company, which has a very, very unique name, Activision Blizzard. So in terms of possibility, it's perfectly possible for anything in the Blizzard universe to run into the Activision universe, and likewise. But this still doesn't really explain why a Warcraft character would be intruding into the Crash Bandicoot universe. And I actually initially agreed with this statement. Why in the world of Warcraft would Dr. Boom be coming to Crash Team Rumble? So I started to dig around, and I actually think I might have figured it out. Did you know that Warcraft has actually released a brand new game? If you are familiar with Warcraft Universe, you might be confused, but yes, a brand new Warcraft game has come out and is released right now for your phone.
We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Yeah, you would think that Blizzard would have learned their lesson by this point, right?
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
Yes, there is a new Warcraft game that is on your phone. It's basically a Clash Royale clone with D&D miniature figures. It's basically toys mauling each other to death. But I will say, it's honestly not bad. I have clocked a couple hours into it, and it has some fun moments. But want to know what the game is called? Oh man, you're not ready. Warcraft Rumble. Yep. Two separate game companies under the same company releasing in the same year with the same keyword in the title. Once I put two and two together though, along with my previous knowledge of past Blizzard events, I think I was able to pretty much figure out why Dr. Boom is coming to Crash Bandicoot. Years ago, there was a free-to-play game called Heroes of the Storm. It was basically Blizzard's take on the ever-rising MOBA genre, like League of Legends, but they also decided to make it a central hub for many of their different and branching IPs. Of course, you had Warcraft characters, but also StarCraft and Diablo, and even some of Blizzard's unknown classic titles. As this game started to go on the rise, another one of Blizzard's games was also surging in popularity, Overwatch. So Blizzard decided to create a promotion for both games. Blizzard took arguably their most popular character in the game at the time, which was D.Va, and put her into Heroes of the Storm as a playable hero. Additionally, they created an exclusive skin in Overwatch called Police D.Va that could only be unlocked if you played 5 matches of Heroes of the Storm on the same Battle.net account. Are you starting to see where this video is probably going? Crash Team Rumble and Warcraft Rumble are likely going to have a cross-promotional campaign that's themed around Dr. Boom. Dr. Boom will show up in both Crash Team Rumble and Warcraft Rumble, and Crash Bandicoot might even show up in Warcraft Rumble, earning exclusive cosmetic awards in both games for the players that decide to try either game out, while also promoting the game for people actually trying it. Now, some of you might be flipping a table and saying, "How dare Toys for Bob add this Dr. Boom guy? Why are they adding him as a playable character before the most iconic Crash character of all time, Farmer Ernest?" Again, Crash fan, calm down. I never said that he would be playable. If you are unaware, there is a new permanent game mode in Crash Team Rumble called Party Mode. It allows you to team up with 3 other players through a series of co-op games. At the end of each game, if you collected enough boss tokens, you enter what's called the boss wave. This is a boss that you have to defeat together and is quite difficult. What I also want to point out is that this is not the first data mine of Crash Team Rumble. There already have been a few, and it just so happens that the patch that brings Party Mode is also the patch that adds Dr. Boom to the files. The likelihood is that later down the line there will be a promotional Party Mode that includes Dr. Boom as the final boss wave. Additionally, if we go back to World of Warcraft, where Dr. Boom originated, his questline was quite literally a mini-game about dodging his boom bots to get close enough to throw bombs at him, which honestly could very easily translate into some kind of a party game in Crash Team Rumble. But this is actually not quite the first time that Crash Bandicoot and World of Warcraft have crossed paths, as there is a battle pet in World of Warcraft that is a mask that floats around and follows you and has a striking resemblance to Aku Aku. But it doesn't stop there. There is even a Spyro and Skylander themed quest line with a Spyro battle pet as a reward in Warcraft's Dragonflight expansion. If you're interested, I made an entire video breaking down over 100 Spyro facts in an iceberg style video. You can check that video out here. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and our live stream. Bye bye!